What's going on, peeps? Hey, I'm just outside. First time I've been out all day. It's beautiful out here, but I am struggling. I'm just tired, y'all. Yeah, I'm just tired, but I need to get these trees. So I just received about 3 days ago, 4 days ago, my first ever Stark Brothers uh, plant delivery. So I ordered some fruit trees and bushes, and yes, my first time ever ordering from Stark Brothers. I hear about them all the time in the gardening community, and so I was like, let me see what's going on here. So people love, as far as I could tell, um, Stark Brothers because they replace dead trees. So if the tree dies within a year or so, they'll replace the trees for you at no cost to you. And they just seem to have good, inventory. So I'm excited to have been able to order from Stark Brothers for the first time ever. And so we're going to do thanks. We're going to do the official unboxing right now, live. And there's a little big girl farmer. And I was wearing this mask for a little bit. I have allergies really bad, y'all. So the pollen is thick. You hear me? It's crazy bad. But
I saw it on the car.
I know, it's all over the car, right? That's a pretty little weed flower, isn't it?
It's not a weed.
It's not.
It looks like a weed with a flower on it.
Yeah, it does.
Because this is the stem.
Do you think that's the stem. Do you think the bees and stuff are like it?
Yes.
Like the flower? I think so too. They're beautiful. I don't know what they're called though. I don't know what the name of the flower is. Yep, there's pollen probably in there. So let me fix the camera so I can
got pollen on my
turn it toward the box a bit, and y'all can kind of peep it with me. Hope that y'all can see. So I'm gonna pop this open. It says start from Nursery, a growing legacy since 1816, and it has live plants on the box as well. So we're praying that they're live, right? I do know that all of them come bare root, and for beginners, if you don't know, bare root just means that your tree or your plants have their roots exposed. There's no soil typically wrapped around or it doesn't come in a pot. So when you get them, my understanding is that we have to soak them for about a couple of hours just so the roots can rehydrate. But they packed them. I'm gonna show you. They packed them in they packed the roots in like shredded wet paper. So that's all bare root means. It's just there's no soil, and that kind of reduces the.
Oh, I made the biggest bubble out of it.
Sorry, y'all. That kind of reduces the weight of the box to the package, which would reduce the overall shipping cost as well. So it's pretty smart to do it that way. So there is. Let me turn this a little bit more so y'all can see. Little big girl farmer. Girl. There is a little bit of there's plastic as well in here. Oh gosh. So we're gonna have a little paper everywhere. But I'm excited. So let me see here.
I'm making bubbles, guys.
Yeah, if you look real close, you can see look, girl, wait a minute. So here are, and this hardly even has paper, maybe because I just tipped it over and knocked some of it off. But here are these are the yellow raspberries. So it's like a golden, it's like a golden orange yellow raspberry.
Oh my.
And look, little big girl farmer, that's what we saw sticking out the box. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, so she almost ripped it off. Root. Well, these are the roots right here. Yeah,
that's what I said. That's the root.
And so these are, again,
What's
these are
this,
called
Mom?
the Ann Yellow Raspberry. And I have some red raspberry. These are like gold, yellow, orangish kind of raspberries.
What's this, Mom?
I'm watching Little Big Girl. Yeah, she's blowing bubbles, y'all. So they come bare roots, right? There's the roots. And so I'm just going to put these in this bucket probably for about an hour. I just have a bucket of water down here.
Good.
And I'm just going to put them in the water for about an hour
I have to say this.
to soak the roots and just rehydrate them for a bit. And there's labels on them, so that's really good, because if not, I would have got everything mixed up. Okay, so we have the Ann raspberry, and then we have dun, 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 dun,
the tree.
dun, 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 dun. Hold on. It might be easier to actually turn it the other way, but that's okay. Oh, they're kind of
presenting the tree.
You know what? I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Let's see. So trees.
Mom, look at that bubble. Look at that.
And they also have some bare roots as well.
Oh, pop.
And so first we have the
I gotta go potty.
bare root. And they look to be a few years old, y'all. So I spent the trees I felt like were not very
This one,
you know, they were a little expensive, but these look like older trees. The girth of the
hold on, Mom, I gotta do a potty break.
yeah, okay, thank you for telling us. The girth of the tree leads me to believe it's at least 2 years old, if not 3 years. This is the Plum tree, and again bare root. So I'm gonna stick it in the water. And this is supposed to be, I think, the pollinator. Yeah, a Shiro plum standard, SHIRO tree. So this will help pollinate. They will help pollinate each other. So I felt like I ordered more than this, y'all, and I placed this order. You know how you just forget. So anyway, there they go. Let's see what this paper is. Yeah, I feel like I'm so according to this I have 4 items, and I only showed y'all 3. So oh, wait a minute, is there one more in here? Ah, there is, y'all. So look in your box really good. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm having all kinds of issues right now. Let me kind of move this back. Wait. Okay. So here's the other tree. Right here. Okay. And so, oh, the packaging, y'all. They have got this packaged up really nicely. Let's see if we can. See if we can tear it open here. I don't think I can just slide. No, I can't just slide it out. Okay. Whew. Gotta put some muscle into it, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Now these look a lot smaller. So this actually is not bare root. It looks like it's packaged in soil. You see that? It's in a pot. And it's just one tree with a little support. And this is the 2-in-1. Okay, this is the Asian Bartlett pear. So this is a...
Just in case you get thirsty.
Thank you, sweet. This
is for just in case I get thirsty.
Okay.
I'm thirsty right now.
Okay. This is a 2-in-1 pear. So there's 2 different varieties of pear on this one tree. So it's a grafted tree. Okay, it's a grafted tree, and there's 2 varieties. So the Asian pear and the Bartlett pear. Okay, yeah. So I thought that was really cool. It's my first grafted tree that I've ever had, and it comes in a pot that's a 4x4x10. So 10 inches deep. Looks like 4 inches across. Okay. And so it doesn't need to be in water, I don't believe, but we probably need to water it. So it's a little bit different. It's packaged a little bit different, you all. And it looks younger, right? The tree is definitely younger.
Yeah, it looks
than the other 2. Oh, those might have been the buds that you saw coming out. See how it's budding out there? So once we get it potted up, there is, I wonder if this is the, okay, that's the support sticking out. The support cane or the trellis. You know what I'm talking about.
and hashtag I can open my own water bottles now. See, I just did it.
She can open her own water bottles, y'all. Okay, so let me get back to the paperwork. So the paperwork that's in here is my water, right? We have the 2-in-1 Starking Hardy Giant Asian Pear and Bartlett Pear tree. That cost me $47.99, y'all, for this grafted tree. And then we have the plum, the Methley plum, and the Shiro plum or Shiro plum. Both of those were $40. A little bit over $40 as well. And then we have, it says a 3-pack of yellow strawberries or raspberries. So let me make sure there's 3. I think I saw 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 of the strawberry. So I'm just gonna let these guys soak for like an hour or 2. Let's see, what do I do if I can't plant when my order arrives? Okay, so it gives you instructions on the back of the invoice or the order form about what to do with bare root trees, small bare root trees and plants, and the potted trees and plants. So let's see what it says about the potted ones. Plants and trees that arrive in temporary pots, like the 4-inch pot, should be treated like house plants until the outdoor soil warms. Water them occasionally when the soil appears dry, and keep them in a cool, dark place to encourage dormancy, especially in the fall. When planting time comes, these potted trees and plants will need to be gradually acclimated to outdoor temperatures prior to planting in the ground. Doing this will help ensure successful transplanting. Learn how to acclimate. Oh, there's Dad. Your new potted plants and trees here at starkbrothers.com. Okay. Well, I like how they set you up with some little instructions. And then there's like a little pamphlet in there as well. Read this first. It says, thank you for growing with Stark Bros. Planting instructions. Again, on the inside, you need to delay planting. You need, tells you what to do there. Okay, good. So if it's your first time ordering from a nursery, bare root plants and things, it seems like they have great instructions on how to plant everything. So that is pretty dope, y'all. Yeah. Hey, Growing with Donnie. Hi, Lazy Life. Hey. So I got, I don't know if you heard which ones I got, but I received a grafted tree. Hey, Dad. That's a 2-in-1 pear tree. So we have the Asian pear and the Bartlett pear on one tree, and it's pretty young. So it may bear fruit this year. I don't know, but I'm not counting on it. Hey, baby. And then we have the Shiro, Shiro, or Shiro, plum and the methley plum. They're supposed to pollinate each other. And my understanding is too that these plum trees didn't really need a pollinator, but apparently you can increase your yield if you do have a pollinator. I might have read that wrong, but about it needing a pollinator. But anyway, so we're covered. And then I have 3 of the Ann raspberries that are kind of like a golden yellow color. I have the typical red raspberry that I bought from Lowe's last year or 2 years ago. So I just wanted a different color raspberry. But that's it. That's it, y'all. My first ever Stark Brothers Nursery delivery and purchase. I'm excited about it. And then apparently, like the warranty piece, like if the tree dies or any of the plants from the nursery die within a year, I think they'll replace the trees. It says,
I got out through the window.
Little bit girl, chill out, girl. It says okay. If your delivery is damaged during your shipping, is missing product, or contains damaged or unsatisfactory product, please contact us within 14 days and we will make it right. We will send you a free one-time replacement. And then at equal or lesser value, at receiving another item equal to or less than 125% of the value of the item you originally ordered. Or you can have an account credit for 125% of the purchase. So I don't know, y'all. It might be worth it. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere about the 1 year, like if it dies within the year, but I don't see it on this. I think I read it on the website somewhere too. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy. I'm excited that they arrived. Everything looks good. So I got them in a bucket with some water. Let me show y'all that. And I didn't separate them. I just put them all in the same bucket, just with a little bit of water. And I'll probably let them hydrate for about an hour or two. I got on for today, Eastern Standard Time, to help pot some of this stuff and whatever else I need him to do around the farm. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, we'll just pop. I will be putting these in containers. I won't be putting them in the ground. So I got to get my mix together for that. And with raspberries, blackberries, trees, you know, I don't really worry too much about acidity. But when we talk about blueberries, I will look at that, the soil acidity a little bit. I'm not really very, on my channel, y'all, I'm still learning a lot, especially about fruit trees. Like, so I've only had fruit trees, I've been an owner of fruit trees and berry bushes for the past year and a half. And so I'm still learning. So if y'all can offer any information, that would be great as I go along this process. Hey Missy, what's going on? Growing with dinosaurs, I've heard about I've heard that about most nurseries that they'll replace if it dies. Yeah. I wish I had room for trees. Of course you do have room for trees. What are you talking about? I got so I just make sure that the trees are definitely right for my zone. I'm in zone 7A, and so I just want to make sure that they can thrive in the winters here and be fine, and I won't have to bring them in. So if I got like citrus trees and things like that, then I would have to bring them inside. I know I would have to do that. So let's see. But yeah, y'all, that's it. I just wanted to share my first unboxing ever from Stark Brothers Nursery. This was online. It's not a local nursery here. They are actually in, gosh, are they in Missouri? Let me see.
See, I can do it now.
Stark Brothers. Anybody know where they're from? I think they're from Missouri. Let me see. I'm trying to look on this stuff. I don't see a return address. Let's see. Hold on. Nope, it just has their website, starkbros.com. That's weird. I mean, it's like not on here anywhere. But hold on, y'all. I'm looking for this. I'm looking. I don't know. Anybody know where Stark Brothers is? Michigan, Missouri, something. I can't. It's somewhere like that. But anywho, so I just make sure that the trees work for my zone, and if they don't, they'll let you know that. Yeah, okay. Louisiana, Missouri. Okay. Thank you, Grown with Donnie. I only have one blackberry bush. It is in its second year as of May. Congratulations, Missy.
Tell the people that I got out the window.
She used to tell the people that I'm hanging out the window. Bless her heart. She's been in the house all day, so we just now coming outside. So that's why she's kind of pumped up, y'all. But yeah, so I'm interested to see. Yeah, now my understanding is that blackberry bushes are like one of the blackberries and raspberries are the, out of all the fruit trees, are the easiest to grow. So if you're a beginner, people do recommend grab a raspberry or a blackberry bush and try to grow it. All my berry bushes and fruit trees right now are in containers except one. I have one Honeycrisp apple tree, and it's the youngest one that's in the ground, and the other one is in a container. Yeah. Yep. So they're just gonna soak here for the next hour or so, and then whenever my volunteer gets here, we will put these in pots. I have a few fabric pots to put them in, and then I have a couple more buckets. Yeah, I grow just about anything. So apparently they're one of the lower carb berries. Okay. My take is like if it's a berry, then eat it and eat as much as you can. Berries are really, really good for women. And as far as being pregnant and nursing and things like that, I mean, they almost recommend berries over anything else. As far as fruit is concerned, that you get lots and lots of, or get most of your servings of berries in every day. Uh-oh, got a bee that was right in my face. So yeah, y'all, speaking of baby or being pregnant, I am right at 35 weeks this week, and so the end of the month, they said that she was due May 17th, y'all, but I think I delivered Little Big Girl Farmer at 37 weeks, and 37 weeks will be the end of this month. So I think that she'll be here sooner than later. Starting to have like the signs, some of the symptoms of pre-labor, not pre-labor, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like your body's just getting ready for, or ladies, y'all might know, your body's getting ready for labor. So tightening of the stomach, Braxton Hicks contractions, not. That's apparently what it is, but not too often. It's not happening too often, but she's definitely lowered. So, sitting is a lot more desirable than walking at this point for a long period of time, or standing for a long period of time, because, yeah, she'd be wearing me out. She's really low. She was breached when we went to our last doctor's appointment. But she flips and flops a lot. Like even in the ultrasound, she was just wiggly. They were like, "Oh my goodness!" So I'm pretty sure prayerfully she will be positioned correctly when it's time. But yeah, she was just flopping around. Everything looked great at the last visit. She's breathing on her own now, and she's wiggling them toes and fingers and got them over her head, and she's doing all kinds of things. So she looks really great. Heart rate looks great. Um, Thank you, playing in my yard. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, Purpose Gardens. Hey, what's up, Mama of two? I know, right? I can't believe it. I'm just so grateful. Like, and I haven't talked much about. I don't talk a lot about my personal life. Um, but it's not easy for women, a lot of women, to have babies, and I'm one of those, and for all kinds of different reasons. But we were told we couldn't have babies, and now little big girl farmer popped up out of nowhere, and now Miss Camilla will be here soon, and they are 5 years apart. It took us about that long to have Karina, our little big girl farmer. I don't ever use her name on here, but so yeah, so baby number two is quite a. We've been waiting for a long time, and all of it's natural. We never did in vitro. Some women and couples choose to do that. We just did not. So we are very, very, very grateful. It's a little bit more, yeah, meaningful to me because the fact that we were told we couldn't have babies, and now we're just being blessed like in abundance here. So thank you. Yes, Purpose Gardens, you are so right. Thank you so much. I know I'm not using a doula. I have mixed feelings about home pregnancies, home births, using a doula or a midwife, because of my other health conditions. So I choose to have her at the hospital. I had both. I'm gonna have both the babies at the hospital. Little big girl farmer. I had her. I did have her naturally. I did not use any. Um, there was no time to use anything to help with pain or anything. So I did have her naturally. Yes. Mm-hmm. So we're just waiting. We're just gonna see what happens. Yep. And I would like to say that I do want to do have another natural childbirth, but gosh, like I felt like I was forced in the first one. It just happened so fast. But the second one, we'll see. I mean, I would prefer that. I don't have any. I don't like the fact of somebody sticking a needle in my spine. That it's not the needle that scares me. It's just the, gosh, that's a big decision. Um, but I'm not gonna say I would never do it because I don't know what the situation would be like. But as of right now, we'll try to have her naturally. Mm-hmm. Yep, it feels like yesterday. I'm telling you. I remember as clear as day how it went down with Little Big Girl Farmer. Oh my gosh. Natural is the way to go if you can help it. Yeah, so happy for you. Have you thought about a birthing center? And more patient with mom and baby. No, with my other health issues, I have not. I just feel safer being at the not really safer, just I don't know. I feel like they would have what they need if something went wrong. Just trying to decrease the anxiety for myself. I would have to say the first pregnancy, the nurses, the staff did really. I mean, there were so many people in the room, but they were working like a robot. I mean, like it was so in sync. Like everybody was in sync. They knew where they were supposed to be. They knew what they were supposed to be doing. I mean, like it was amazing to watch. Their locomotive almost motion. Like it was crazy. And they were very patient. some things I didn't talk about or get to mention because again it happened so fast. Was the keeping her attached to the cord a little longer, and but I think that was the only thing that I really wanted to happen that didn't happen. And I was on my back, like the typical position to deliver. And I wanted to try other things, but again, everything just happened so fast. When I tell y'all it happened so fast, like, so yeah. But anyway, yes. I think I am more prepared. I'm still behind on packing. Like, I haven't gotten everything packed, and I need to do that. I mean, really, she'll be here. I really feel like she'll be here by the end of April. But that's just me. Yeah, I prefer for it to go fast. Then I was in labor for 16 hours. And so by fast, I mean, I started, let's see, I went into labor at 8 o'clock. It's between 8 and 9 a.m. Saturday morning. And we were at a church pancake breakfast. And I was like, oh, something's different. This doesn't feel like the other pains, that I've been having. And my husband just kind of looked at me like, uh-oh. And I said, but I'm good. I just kind of breathed, took deep breaths and got through it. Then later on during the day, that went on for a while. Like, it's just like every 20 minutes or so, we were timing it. And I was like, okay, 20 minutes apart. And then it moved to 10 minutes. And so I was like, yeah, it's time to go to the hospital. And by that time, it was late at night. A little bit before midnight. And we went to the hospital around, it was a little bit before midnight when it started intensifying. Around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock that morning, Sunday morning. Now we're into Sunday. We have not slept because I've been pretty much in pre-labor the whole time. Tried to take a bath and all that, to get myself together. Was not happening. It just continued to progress. And Sunday morning around 2 o'clock, I said, yeah, we going back to the hospital. We're going to the hospital. Went to the hospital. They, Miss Marsha, you just in pre-labor. I said, ma'am, I've been in labor all Saturday and all this morning. You're only 2 inches or 2 centimeters dilated. And I said, well, and they sent me home. 3 hours later, we were back at the hospital. And then just got off the elevator. My husband was parking the car. And when he came up, I had just went through the triage doors again, right? This is our second time at the hospital. And my water broke as we were walking down the hallway to the room. So, or that had already broke, but it not all the way, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm peeing. They're like, ma'am, no, you're not peeing. And then, literally 30 minutes later, I think she was out of there. Yeah. So it happened quite fast. Your longest was 13 hours and your shortest was 4.5. Wow. Gravity is your friend in delivery. And I wanted to try some of those different positions, but they, it kind of all just happened so fast, like I said. Yeah, little big girl is, she was ready. And it was funny because I was supposed to be in Duke Sunday night at 10 p.m. And we had her Sunday morning at 7, I think it was 7:46 a.m. So my oldest was due May 25th, but came April. Hope all goes well. Thank you so much. I love birthing stories, the part where they send you home and the water breaks. They said, and we stayed here for a while. Like, but never got any rest. She was like, take a warm shower when you get home. And I was like, woman, None of this is helping me. None of this is helping. I was on the side of the couch, squatting on the floor, in a chair, on a ball. You know how it goes. Yeah. And when we got home, when we were coming home, I was having contractions from the first time we went to the hospital. And I couldn't even get out the drive. When we put up in the driveway, he was just sitting on the porch, just watching me, because I couldn't even get in the house. It was the mess. It was horrible. I had my kids so long ago, I don't remember what happened. Oh my gosh.
My throat is dry.
It is. Go get some water. Where's your water? Yep. So anyway, y'all, that's how it went. Thank y'all so much for joining me as I unbox my first fruit trees from Stark Brothers Nursery. And we're just soaking them in some water. If y'all are just joining us, we're soaking them in a bucket of water for about an hour or two. And then I have a volunteer coming to help me plant all of these. So I have 1, 2, 3 trees and 3 fruit bushes to plant.
Mom?
And I'm putting them all in containers. None of them are going in the ground. Yes.
Can we play?
Look at my sweet baby. Look at my little big girl farmer. Yeah, me too. I hope the trees do well too. Yep. You're so pretty. Y'all, she's getting big. She is getting big. But thank y'all so much for doing. Let's see, how do your volunteers find you? Do you have it on your website? That's awesome. You're able to get help. Yes. I've been advocating for myself since August, knowing that I was going to need help getting things together. This year is just a little bit different. And so since I started the business and everything, I knew I was going to need some help. So yes, I do have a website, bearfruitandgrow.com, and I have a Facebook page too. And that's where volunteers, social media is just, it does wonders. And telling your story does wonders, y'all. People want to know if you're real people, or not. That you're not just doing it for publicity or to make a show out of yourself, Okay, baby. And I think I've just connected to a lot of people that have connected to a lot of people. And so, and you just can't be afraid to ask for help, period. So I'm very grateful, very, very grateful. All these people that I've met in the past year have just been incredible in this journey of homesteading and farming and gardening. So yeah, and onesies and twosies, you might not think that's a whole lot, but if you get that a couple times a week, I mean, you can just get so much work done. You know what I'm saying? So much work. And so I'm grateful for my one volunteer that's coming today. I've had up to 10 before. They usually come on Wednesdays or Saturdays. So yeah, but you just have to ask, y'all. Don't be scared to ask. There's a farm out here I'd like to volunteer with, and contact them. Just email them. Hey, I want to volunteer with you all, and I'm sure they'll find something for you to do, y'all. There's just farmers, gardeners love that. They love it. Yeah. And I try to teach as they volunteer, because a lot of the volunteers have never gardened before, so they want to learn too. Absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you for always sharing your journey. I always learn from. Oh, thank you, Growing with Donnie. Thank you. Honey, he is on his bike. You better ride your bike with the radio on. I hear you. He's exercising. He does about 10-20 laps around this street. He lives down the street. But yeah, I'm down for sharing. Any questions that y'all have, I will try to answer. I don't mind sharing about the journey, because I want other people to be empowered too, Yeah. Yeah, we all got to learn this stuff. Yes, we can play.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can play, but see if I can carry this big old bell, y'all. Boom! There she is.
Camilla's coming. Camilla's
That was just for y'all.
I'm going on a trip when Camilla comes out. That's my baby sis name.
Yeah, so
I'm a big
we're already talking to her about the order of service for birthing day. Oh, she sounds like my granddaughter. Let's play. I know. Yeah, don't they? Um, so we're going over the plan for when it's time for mommy to go to the hospital, and so she'll be with one of her grandmothers that day. Hopefully, they can make it. Nobody lives here in town, so she has some. I have. My husband has a brother and a sister that live here, but they all work, and so we're hoping that we can. Uh, yeah, we're just trying to develop the plan, you know. So, but she's excited about going to her grandparents because she hasn't been anywhere since the pandemic. Yeah, she hasn't been to anybody's house. Not to spend the night. Nope, nope, nope. And if we have went to people's houses, it was for a few hours and we were gone. You know, everybody was masked up. My father-in-law had surgery, so we went to see him at home when he came home. And then we went to see my mother a few times, but we were all outside, you know. So she's excited about just being able to take a trip and be by herself. Because this is one of the days that she's going to have to do that, right? Yep. She's going to have to do that. So she's excited. I'm excited for her too. She needs to. It's time, I guess. All right, y'all. I'm going to log off. Thank y'all for joining me again with the unboxing. And yeah, we'll just talk later. Good to see y'all. Bye.